Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Monday and it's time to do a new drawing video. So today we're going to be working on a new portrait because I've been wanting to practice a portrait. It's been a long time since I've drawn a portrait, basically, so I don't want to get too rusty, but it might be too late. This might be an epic failure, but whatever. Gotta practice, right? I don't even remember the last time I drew a portrait, but hopefully I haven't lost too much of my abilities. And I'm sticking with the creepy theme, by the way. Here's my reference image. I'll show you guys really quick. And you may recognize that guy from the show Game of Thrones. He's a White Walker. So, I'm going to be drawing him. And this is kind of to get me back in the swing of drawing portraits because pretty soon we're going to have that contest. I'm going to draw one of you guys. So, and obviously you guys aren't going to look like a White Walker, but he's got eyes, he's got a nose, he's got a mouth. It's a portrait. So, it's going to help me out a little bit drawing another portrait. So we're going to be doing this in charcoal, and I'm going to be using this proportional divider to map out a few basic features of his face, and then we can move on. This part kind of takes a while. I think I'm going to move my reference image over a little bit. I'll just tape it off to the side for now because I need it to be close for this part. So I'm going to be using this tool to measure him out, and I'll measure how far down his nose is, his mouth, his chin. That way I can get him kind of mapped out on here. I never used to use, this is going to be my first time using one of these to draw portraits. I usually just wing it and just freehand the whole thing. But I want to make it a little bit more precise this time. So you can see from his eye to his ear, his face is about that wide. That's kind of small. Maybe I should have zoomed in on him. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to add a lot of detail in that small little area, but we're going to try it anyways. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, this might be a complete failure, but whatever. The top of his head is going to start right about there. Then top of his, let's see, his nose basically starts right around here, and his nose ends right about there. Then his mouth is going to start right there. And it'll end right there. And then he's got a weird kind of curly beard, but that goes down to about there. Alright, so there's a few features measured out. I guess we can get some of the, those are like vertical lines. Let's get some of the horizontal ones. So his cheek will start. Let's see if we do, because that's about where I want his head, so I don't think I'll mess with that too much. Because I already measured out the width of his head from like that cheekbone to that ear is, yeah, right about there. So I've actually been wanting to draw one of these for about a year, and just haven't gotten around to it. Let's see, a couple more measurements here. From his cheekbone. Alright. So yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. I hope you guys all had a good weekend as well. I had a math exam that I had to do over the weekend. So that kind of put me behind. I usually try to upload these videos like early, so normally I would have had this filmed yesterday and started uploading it last night, but I was doing that math test. It was all online, so just had to get it done, and it wasn't too bad. I am not a fan of math though, so if I did good on it, then it's kind of a miracle. But I got 100% on it, so I'm pretty happy about that. And it took me a couple hours, and it took me about 2 hours to do 14 questions because they were very long, annoying questions. So, not cool. But I'm happy. I got 100% on it, so it's not too bad. Other than that, that's pretty much what I've been doing all weekend. I also... Man, this is going to be some big news. I haven't actually talked to you guys about this yet, but this weekend I went ring shopping. I'm getting married, you guys. So, I already proposed to my fiance, and we're getting married in a couple months. And I already bought her engagement ring, and today we're looking at wedding rings. I mean, it was actually Saturday. So we got my wedding ring, which I get to pick up on Thursday, so that's gonna be sweet. You guys are gonna see me with a ring on pretty soon. So yeah, we're getting married in July, and she's really awesome. Maybe I'll have to introduce her sometime in a YouTube video or something. But I'm excited. I met her last year, so we've been dating for a while. Probably about 6 months. When did I meet her? August? July? September? October? March? April? Yeah, it's been like 9 months now since we met. So yeah, I'm really excited. She is too. She's a very cool person. Very sweet. And yeah, we're just getting all the wedding plans figured out. There's a lot that goes into that. It's kind of a stressful time. Alright. This guy. This is a small portrait, you guys. It's gonna be hard. That's all like beard hair down there. So our wedding is going to be like a vintage style wedding. Just we've been shopping around at thrift stores and garage sales to find old stuff to use, old furniture and old ladders and old picture frames that we're gonna use to decorate everything and make it look really cool. Maybe I'll like bust out my camera and take a vlog of the whole thing, and that'll be my video for that day. It's gonna be fun though. July 9th is the wedding, and then we go on honeymoon. We're gonna go to Palm Springs for a couple of days, which I live like half an hour from Palm Springs, so that's really close, and that'll be nice. It's just like if you guys haven't heard of it, it's just a desert town. It's really hot out there, but it's a really cool town. That's where Indian Wells is, where they do tennis matches and stuff like that. And there's just lots of restaurants and shopping and fun stuff, hotels. So we'll be there for a few days, and then we're actually going to go to Hawaii for the rest of our honeymoon / family vacation. So that'll be really cool. I'm excited for that. And that's pretty much what we've got planned out. This guy's looking weird. It looks like he's got glasses on. Don't worry, people. He'll look cooler, hopefully. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've drawn a portrait. But basically, I'm just trying to get a few values in here and hopefully get some of the features in the right spot. And I'm basically going to be blending it all together in a minute, so it's not a huge deal to get everything perfect, because I'm going to go in and refine everything and make it look nice. I'm also getting ready for work again. I work a seasonal job. When I'm out of school during the summer, my family actually runs a concession stand. We sell food, mainly desserts. We have a couple of different stands that we work in, but it's called the Gingerbread Shop, and it's at the Del Mar Fair in San Diego County, and we do that every year. It's really fun. It's nice hanging out in San Diego for a month out of the year, but it's kind of a long ordeal because I have to leave home for a month. It's a seasonal job, so I'm out there for a month every year. That's why like my video upload rate has been really sporadic for my whole time that I've had YouTube. I'll like stop uploading all of a sudden and then come back a few months later. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a better way of doing it. I mean, how I'm gonna film while I'm there, because we just stay in a travel trailer while we're out there. All the people that do these fairs, they just travel from all over the place, so they just bring their trailers and campers and stuff and stay in those while they're out there. So that's what I'm gonna be in, and I'm like, I've never tried to film anything in those before because it sounds like a kind of a pain, but I don't know, maybe I'll try it because I don't want to just stop making videos while I'm out there. Or maybe I'll try something else like making vlogs for a while, because there is a lot of art out there that's really cool to look at, especially at the fair, because there's like art exhibits at the fair. So maybe I'll be able to show you guys some of that. But there's also rules, I think. There's no photography in those exhibits, so that might not work. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll take like my GoPro camera and just try to film something short every day. I was able to do a pretty cool portrait last year while I was at the fair, and it turned out pretty good. It's the Immortan Joe from Mad Max, because that's right when the new Mad Max movie came out. So I went and saw it while I was in San Diego, and I was like, man, I thought it was really awesome. It really inspired me to want to draw something. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna draw this Immortan Joe guy. He's so cool. So I drew him while I was out there, and it turned out good. So that was the last portrait that I did, though. It was pretty much a year ago. So it has been a while. And he was a lot bigger than this. It's hard to draw small portraits. I do not suggest trying to draw small portraits, you guys. If you're going to draw a portrait, make it big. But I do want to get like a lot of this guy's body. I was gonna make it even smaller because he's actually sitting on a horse, and he's got like this cool weapon. It looks like a glass shield, or a glass like spear, and I was gonna draw that in there, but that would have made him even smaller to be able to fit that stuff, and nah, it's just, that ain't gonna work. All right, what do we got? His shoulder starts right about there. Right about there. So it's down from his ear. His shoulder's about as wide as his face. So while I'm drawing, I pretty much just like try and measure out little things. Like I'll compare like trying to see how thick his shoulder is. I'll just compare it to his face. Like it goes from his cheek to where his ear starts. Cheek to where his ear starts. That makes it about that thick. And that's how I usually do it. Before I ever started using this proportional divider, I would just measure things with my fingers. Be like, okay, cool. But proportional divider pretty much does the same thing. It just makes it a little bit more accurate. So now his chest goes out pretty far to about there. Let's make sure we've got, so that's where his mouth is, and that's where his neck ends, right about there. So that's just below his mouth. Yeah, that needs to be thicker. Actually, Oh, I forgot to do the background too. We should do that before we get too much detail going on here. Let's see, I've got Vine charcoal that I don't use very much. We could probably do some of that. We'll just get really messy with it and then try to clean it up later. That usually works well with charcoal. Ooh, something else I also got. I ordered it online. It should be coming today, so you guys will probably see it in tomorrow's video. I got an electric eraser, and that's gonna help me out with doing this guy's hair. I've wanted one of these for years, and yesterday I finally bought one because now Amazon is in existence. Back when I wanted one, I was like a little kid, and Amazon wasn't really big. I think they mainly sold books on Amazon.com, but now they sell everything, and it's usually pretty good prices. So I hopped on there and found one for $10. I was like, all right, I will take that. So it should be coming in the mail today, and I'll let you guys know how it goes in tomorrow's video. But basically, when you're doing hair, an eraser works good, but how do I explain it? I don't even have an eraser handy, the kind of eraser I'm looking for. But basically, if the eraser is spinning, like the electric eraser, it would make it so much easier because you just have to drag it along. If you dragged a normal eraser along, it would erase at first, but then it'd just start to smear. But the electric eraser is constantly spinning, so you're constantly getting fresh rubber, the fresh eraser hitting the page, and it should work a lot better than trying to erase it. So we shall see. Alright, let's blend some of this together. You guys shouldn't be afraid of getting really messy with your charcoal, especially if you're using soft charcoal like this Vine charcoal, because it makes for some cool values and transitions between darks and lights. So just have fun with it. Don't be scared to go making your character all blurry and stuff. Alright, so there's some semi-good background values. Let's see, we're gonna go back to the charcoal pencil, get some of these features lined up again. We've got his nose here, his eye, it's pretty much right around there. And that other eye is pretty much right around there. Getting the eyes lined up is always kind of a pain too. I'm using an extra soft charcoal pencil, so it's easy to blend, it's easy to erase, because this is the part where you're going to be making little mistakes that you'll want to fix. So using a softer charcoal is always good for the first mapping out of the face phase. Oops. How long have I been recording? Yeah, it's already been 27 minutes. Yikes. It's getting long. I might want to stop. But I'm having so much fun. I'll just keep going for a little while, especially since he looks so bad. You guys are probably starting to doubt my abilities. The first part of getting them all proportioned out is always the longest part. They always look bad at first. That's when you gotta not give up. I'm starting to doubt my own abilities right now. Alright. Just get some more values in here. Get his arm shaped out again. Add some of this charcoal down here, make it a little bit darker. And we will blend a little bit more. I'm gonna use some compressed charcoal to get some darker values. Let's see. Use a little bit of this down here. He's got some really dark indented cheekbones. Alright, and we will blend that. I need a new piece of paper. We'll use some paper towel for this. Yes, I like this charcoal. That compressed charcoal looks great. It sticks a little bit better than the other stuff. I love it. Okay, so as you can see, he looks very blurry and not very cool, but portraits take a while. You know, it's a process of getting values and then bringing out highlights, and that's the way I do it. Some people, you know, there's different ways of doing everything. So you could be really precise with the portraits, get it completely lined out, and then even like outline all of the shadows and then go in and add in the shadows like perfectly and use, you know, lots of little blending stumps and tortillons to blend it all together. But for me, I like to do it the messy way, like this. I'm looking at like where are the darkest spots, this, all of this, his mouth, under his neck, and I start like adding those in and just blurring it. And then later I will start bringing out these highlights, lots of weird little wrinkles that he's got, and that's where the electric eraser will come in handy. But you know, you can get the same results with a normal eraser. That's what I've done for the last 10 years that I've been drawing portraits, pretty much. So, but anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here before this video gets too long, and I think this is gonna be a cool portrait, even though it doesn't look that amazing yet. I'm pretty confident that it'll turn out good. Alright guys, I guess that is it for this video. Let me grab my phone and let's see who the latest subscribers are so I can give a quick shout out to them. I'm getting close to the 23,000. I'm excited, you guys. So I still need to make a video of how you guys can submit your portraits, your pictures for me to draw, because I'm going to do that that contest. All right, we've gotten a few new subscribers. I am Sly Cooper has subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'll just name off the latest ones. David Villasenor, Michael Mosier, I know that guy. Mustafa Kaser, man, these names are hard to say. And Taylor Buchanan. All right. To all you guys, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy my videos. Please hit like below. Leave any comments if you're confused on anything, if you have any questions. And be sure to hop on my Facebook page and post your artwork on there, because you could be featured in my next video. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Live long and prosper.